Hey Eli, hold up. What is up, my man?
Not a lot, dude.
So today I want to play a little Versus Racing 2 for everyone out there. It's the sequel to, get this, Versus Racing 1.
No, that's quality reporting.
I know, thank you. I appreciate it. I spent a lot of time fact-checking that. It is a racing video game, and I guess it's a lot like its predecessor, from what I understand.
Yeah, the original one was stupidly popular. Spent a decent amount of time on the top charts, so...
This one's got that great kind of retina look and stuff. It's a top-down kind of game, and you get a little virtual steering wheel in the corner here that you can just spin around with your finger.
So you're not controlling the accelerator or anything, just what direction your car is going?
Exactly. And it's interesting the way they have this game scripted. So like, it doesn't seem like there's so much rubber banding as there is like just scripting. It's like, on the second lap, I'm gonna pass this car. On the third lap, I'm gonna pass the next car. I actually played this race before we started recording. It's weird. I've never seen a racing game like this.
Oh wow, yeah. That is weird. The consistency that you're passing these dudes.
Yeah. It's different.
Like always on this turn too. Like you're gonna pass them right here. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh. That's strange.
Yeah. I've been kind of like, just obviously I'm not a member of the development team, but it's kind of like breaking apart the design of like these different races as I play. I've never seen a racing game quite like this. Like a lot of times in video games, like I don't know, Split Second was probably the worst offender most recently for me. And
oh yeah, in a big way.
The rubber banding.
I exploded the entire track and I'm an entire lap ahead. Oh wait, everyone's in front of me now.
Exactly. Rubber banding is a nasty but necessary thing at times.
Yeah, it's interesting how you design a racing game to be fun. I mean, because you want to always be in that constant competition, right? But at the same time, you don't want to feel like you can't win.
Yeah, it's the sports game problem, the simulation versus kind of like the humanity of the sport, It's like, I'm a really good driver, so I should be in first, but at the same time, the video game still has to be fun, so it has to be crunching a number, at some point.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So versus... Oh, go ahead.
That was the case with I think the only racing game I think I've played, or series I guess, that doesn't have like blatant rubber banding that's still challenging and fun is like Gran Turismo games.
Right. Yeah.
But even then, I think that's like more of a car upgrade thing, and they managed to tune like the car class as well. So you're at a pretty even footing until you dump $100,000 into your $10,000 car and are just lapping everyone.
It's a perfect transition. So earlier, I just upgraded my speed for the first time and handily beat this guy. And the first time I did this race earlier today, it was pretty neck and neck. Is that the word? I don't know. I'm from the Midwest. I always get my...
Yeah, that sounds right to me. All
right, great. But anyway, you can kind of see how you can kind of like break the system a little bit too, like that scripting if you kind of you speed up and stuff like that.
Brad Nicholson, system breaker.
System breaker. I don't even know if I'm making sense at this point, but kind of interesting too. You expect a video game like this to be completely IAP laden, just in terms of the economy. Because if you notice, every time I win a race, I win some dough, and every time I do something crazy like grind against a car, I also get some cash. But you actually can't purchase the gold in this game.
Interesting.
On the other hand, you can purchase cosmetic upgrades for your car. And I'll show everyone that a little bit later. If you want neon lights under your car, Eli, that's 99 cents.
I already have neon lights under my car.
99 cents.
Jeez. You drive my car without neon lights?
Yeah. I didn't want to spray my money hose quite yet.
Dire straits in South Carolina, I guess.
Cars don't come equipped with such things.
Man. You have a radio, right?
Yes, I have a tape deck that I enjoy.
And no underbody neons?
No, I know, right?
Weird.
Yeah. One of the worst cuts I ever received in my life actually came from a tape deck, FYI, if you want a Brad Nicholson fun fact. Yeah.
Wow.
Went to take a tape deck out of a Corsica, and...
oh, yeah, car stereos are sharp.
Brother, yes. So, I'm walking back from the car up to my house with the tape deck in my hand so I can go grab the CD player, the brand new CD player that I just purchased. And my father looks at me, looks at the ground, and there's a pool of blood all around me, leading up all the way from the car to the house. And it's because the side of the tape deck just completely shredded my hand.
Yeah, I feel like I had I didn't cut myself bad, but definitely like had the like, whoa, this is really weirdly sharp kind of thing. Replacing the stereo of my old Honda CR-V.
And that was the day I quit trying to do that stuff myself.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they probably expected no one to replace them, so they were like, razor sharp, unfinished edges, that's fine. Who
And
cares?
massive. Remember how big tape deck things were?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Tape players were huge. Not doing so good in this race. I'm not good at turning. Although I have to say there is like a they don't show it like most modern racing games, like big console games, but there is a defined line in every level, and if you hit a turn just right, the video game's like, hey, good job, man, that's excellent. Fantastic.
I don't know, I think the defined line is kind of a little over the edge in my eyes.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's like the Forza 3 or whatever, it barely feels like you're racing anymore as much as you're just like satiating that line.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. I mean, for me, a guy who doesn't really get into racing games, I'm not good. I'm only good at like hitting things, really, with my car. Like I can really like smash into another car pretty well. But I mean, otherwise, I just don't know how to race.
I mean, I guess you could say that racing anyway is about just following the line, but still.
No, I get you. It's...
Finding that line and everything, I always thought was the challenging part of a racing game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Doing pretty well, after a funky start here. Again, I think it's kind of weird. You see my car speed up a little bit when it gets super behind. Like it's just kind of like one of those things where you're just kind of colliding with the game. Pulled out a second place finish.
Nice.
Not bad.
Brad Nicholson, it's good at video games.
Professional driver right here.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I'll say it.
So what's next here?
Race 1-5 is what's next. Eli.
More turns.
A lot of turns.
You need to find a course that's good for Brad Nicholson. It's nothing but a straightaway.
Yeah, straight line.
Start at one end, finish at the other.
Give me spikes on the side of my wheels. Maybe machine gun.
Oh, speaking of which, Jared caught a scam version of Carmageddon.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that, and I downloaded it today, and it's not. I don't think it's a scam. I think a dude just didn't know Carmageddon existed. Maybe.
How upsetting would that be if you like came up with the name Carmageddon, and we're like, oh my god, this is so funny. Like it's cars, but Armageddon, and it'll be like this crazy racing game, and then you release it, and everyone's like, hey, dumbass, why did you rip this off?
Right. And they just had the Carmageddon guys just had a Kickstarter, I think, for a new Carmageddon. Yeah. So that name's going to go away pretty soon for that guy. But it's an interesting racer. I actually didn't play it for video because it's a new Unity game. You can tell like the developer isn't too used to using Unity. It's pretty slow in weird spots. Like the menu is just horribly slow and stuff like that. Just things that shouldn't happen. I wouldn't recommend a download of that video game quite yet.
What if I just like collecting things that are named Carmageddon?
If that's the case, sir, then I think you're good to go. So there's another track in another series of races in this game. There's also like bonus secrets, which I don't know how you unlock them at this point. I mean, admittedly, I'm early in the game, but
you need to call the Nintendo helpline.
Yeah, exactly. There's lots of stuff coming into this game too, as you can see. Lots of promises of future content with funny cars, real hardcore cars, kind of like that last game we played, Eli, with the Indy 500 cars, whatever they're called.
Oh, yeah.
And here's a look at car customization. You can pay 50,000 gold to get a police siren, or 99 cents. Neons cost $1.
Oh, there you go. There's neons.
You can also get some different tire colors.
That's cool.
20,000 coins.
I could buy tire colors in real life. I'd do that too.
Yeah, especially if it was only 20,000 coins.
Yeah, that's nothing. I have a pile of coins.
I have tons of bitcoins. I'm just ready to spray in somebody's general direction. But anyway, that is Versus Racing 2. It is a video game. It's out now. Universal. Looks good. If you're into this stuff, I say download it.